Hello guys, this is CTK Gamer. Today I'm going to show you guys how to play the Fame and Fortune and Wisdom and Warfare expansion for Civilization the board game. I'm going to start out by showing you the new things that come with these expansions. The first thing is there's completely new government sheets. So the old government cards had a little bit of differences, but the new government cards are a little better for some and different for others. For example, despotism goes from having no effect to saying that each of your cities generate one extra production. The next new thing that came with the expansions are social policies. Social policies are sort of like governments, but they cannot be changed unless you get a certain tech. Social policies give you better bonuses. You get one social policy for each city you have. You start out with one, and once you build a new city, you immediately get a new social policy. Unlike governments, social policies do not have to be unlocked. They are always unlocked, all of them. Another new thing that comes with this expansion is this Battle Outcome Reference Sheet. The Battle Outcome Reference Sheet saves you a bit of time of having to go through the rulebook. It tells you what loot you get for killing what things, and also what the different loots are. Another new thing that comes with the expansions are new military cards. The old military cards only had one number which represented both their health and attack. With the new cards, it actually has a difference. The red symbol, it sort of looks like a cross almost, or plus symbol, is the health, and then the two swords that cross are the damage. Now let's go ahead and have a look at the new tokens that come with the expansions. First off, we have these culture tokens that say 5 on them, so they represent 5 culture. Here we have building program tokens. This token adds a 4th possible action that a city can do during the city management phase. If they'd like to, they can start a building program, and they take one of these building program tokens and they put it on top of that city. The next time that city does an action that requires spending of production, no matter how much that costs, they have to remove this token. Then they get double production in that city. It only doubles tokens that are building symbols that are listed on the board. It doesn't double anything from any effect, such as the despotism government. Next, we have the caravan/fortification tokens. How these work: now you can move either a scout or an army into your city core and leave it there, and then disband it, so you'll take it off the board and basically sacrifice it. If you move an army into the city core, then you get a fortification token, and you place it on that city core. If you place a scout, then you get a caravan, so these are double-sided tokens. For caravan tokens, if you have a caravan token on your city core, you can spend that to increase your trade by 2. If you have a fortification marker, the next time you are attacked, you discard the fortification marker, and that city has +2 military bonus that battle. The next new token are the investment tokens. During any phase, you may spend 1 coin token to get 1 investment token, and put it on an investment card of your choice. There are 4 different investment cards: public education, infrastructure, military industrial complex, and endowment of the arts. How it works: on the card, it shows you how many investment tokens have to be on this card to use its ability, and then it says what ability that does. So for example, endowment of the arts, it shows 1 investment token on this card will give you +1 culture hand size. 2 gives you +1 culture hand size, and you pay 1 less culture to advance up the culture track. And once you get your 4th one on this card, same ability to start out with, and then pay 2 less culture to advance on the culture track. You cannot move investment tokens after you've put them on a card, nor can you return them back to get your gold coin back. Something else that's new for the expansions are they added quite a few new wonders. I believe 5 new wonders for each era. So what this means is when you're setting up the board, You will shuffle each individual era and then randomly select 4 from each era and put the remaining 5 back into the box. In one of the expansions, there is a new building called Shipyard. Shipyard is a star building. It can only go on water. It adds +2 military bonus, and it adds 2 production to whatever space it's in. To be able to fit this on the market board, they added an overlay that covers up where the harbor used to be. Another new thing is the Great Person deck. To start out with, at the beginning of the game, you shuffle the deck, and then you place it underneath the market board. Anytime that you're told to get a new Great Person, you draw the top card off the deck. This is normally a one-time ability. Sometimes you can use it more than once. At the very bottom, it tells you what type of Great Person it is. In our case, for Ada Lovelace, I'm not sure how to say that, it's a Great Builder or Inventor. And at the top left of the card, it shows you what that looks like. So during the setup, you don't actually have your great people all in one stack face down. You have them organized face up. So let's say that it told us to get a Great General. We just pick up the top Great General and put it where we choose to put it. If there are no Great Person tokens left of that type, then you draw a new Great Person card. Your Great Person hand size is whatever amount of great people you have on the board. So if you have 3 great people, then you'll probably start out with 3 Great Person cards. If one of your Great Persons is blockaded, removed from the board to put in your reserve, or destroyed, then you have to discard 1 Great Person card of your choice. It does not have to be the one that went with that Great Person. The next new things to come with the expansions are city-states. City-states are normally found on the back of hut or village tokens. Once you explore them and have the city-state symbol on them, then you immediately take the top city-state card or token and you place it on the board face up wherever you found that hut or city-state token. Here's an example. So the red player captures this hut and they see it's a city-state token. So they put this token back in the box as normal and they take the top city-state token and put it face up where they just found that hut. As long as you have a figure on this city-state, this building is considered to be in your capital city's outskirts. As soon as you move off of it, it is not in your outskirts. As you see, this one adds +4 defense, and it has 3 culture when it's devoted to the arts. You cannot build a city with this in your outskirts, so this will block where you can build your city. But you can build a city on top of it, immediately destroying this, and then you get 2 culture immediately. Another new thing are these other type of disaster tokens that have forest on one side, water on the other. They act just like the original disaster tokens. The next thing are relics. There are 5 different relics, and relics appear on the board in different places. Once you find a map tile that has a relic on it, you immediately find the relic token that matches that and put it on it. As soon as an army figure moves into that relic, you immediately take it off the board and resolve its effect. Each effect is different, and you should read the rulebook of each individual expansion to find out what that effect is. The next new thing are metropolises. You unlock the metropolis by unlocking the agriculture tech, which is a level 1 tech. As soon as you do that, you take your metropolis marker and you replace it with your capital city. One of its spaces has to be on top of where that capital city's space originally was. The new space can go on water, but the expanded outskirts have to follow any normal rules. So it cannot have a hut in it, enemy unit, edge of the board, unexplored map tile, things like that. If it does cover up water on the second half, that space is now considered to be land for movement purposes. It's not water anymore. And just like always, it does have a reinforced side. If you start out with a reinforced capital city and you expand it into a metropolis, it stays reinforced. If you cover up another unit, then that unit figure has to move 1 legal space. If you cover up a building or a wonder or a great person, then you follow the normal rules for doing that. So if it's a building, it's destroyed. A wonder it's destroyed, and a great person, it goes in your reserve. One more thing about metropolises: if you devote a metropolis to the arts, then the city itself, the core, produces 2 culture instead of 1. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.